Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Naila, Afrisho, Amin. You can call me Naila. I'm from MTsN Jakarta and I'm ready to join with storytelling competition. So today I want to give you a story about Lutung Kasarung. Long time ago, a kingdom in West Java named Pasir Batang had a wise king named Prabu Tapa Agung. Prabu Tapa Agung was an old king, so he planned to retire as a king. He had two daughters, Purbararang and Purbasari. Before he retired as a king, he must choose one of them to replace him as a king. And then Prabu Tapa Agung appointed Purbasari, his youngest daughter, to replace him as the leader of the kingdom, because Purbasari had a good attitude than her older sister, Purbararang. Hearing that, Purbararang was very angry. She does not agree her sister was appointed to replace their father. "You cannot accept to be the queen, father. I'm older than her. It's supposed to be me, not her," said Purbararang. But the king still chose Purbasari to be the next queen. And then Purbararang and her fiancé Indrajaya set a bad plan. Together they went to a witch and asked her to put a spell on Purbasari. And then later, suddenly Purbasari had a bad skin. She was very shocked and said, "People who curse like you does not deserve to be a queen. You are not as beautiful as I am. You cannot be the queen. Instead, you have to leave this palace and stay in the jungle," said Purbararang. And she also sent a party to alienate Purbasari into the forest. Purbasari was very sad. Arriving in the jungle, Pati is still kind enough to make a hut for Purbasari. And he also advised Purbasari. And now, Purbasari had to stay in the jungle. Over in the jungle, she had many friends of animals that were always be kind of her. Every day, she spent her time to playing with them. Among these animals, that was a mysterious black-haired monkey that always tried to cheer her up. It was not just an ordinary monkey. He had a magical power and he also could talk with humans. The monkey's name was Lutung Kasarung. The monkey was the most attention to Purbasari. Lutung Kasarung was always make happy Princess Purbasari to get the beautiful flower and fruits with their friends. At the time of full moon night, Lutung Kasarung acting strange. He walked to a quiet place and meditate. He was obtaining something to the god. This proved that Lutung Kasarung no ordinary creator. Not long after that, near the monkey broke ground and created a small lake. The water was very clear as a bell. The water consists an ingredient that was very fragrant. And then the next day, Lutung Kasarung met Purbasari to ask her to bathe in the lake. And then she was willing to oblige. Shortly after she plunged herself into the lake, something was happened to her skin. Her bad skin was cured, and he became beautiful again. She was very surprised and shocked and happy when she looked at herself in the lake. And then after that, Purbasari asked Lutung Kasarung to accompany with her to go back to the palace. In the palace, Purbararang was very shocked. She didn't believe to see her sister get her beauty skin again. And then she knew she had to come up with another bad idea. "Who is the longest hair? She was wooing and she will be the queen," said Purbararang. Originally, Purbasari didn't want to, but Purbararang still continued to serve her. And then the king measured his daughter's hair, and the result of the measure, Purbasari's hair longer than Purbararang's hair. And then Purbararang didn't give up. "Well, I lost. Now let us compete. Who have the handsome fiancé? She will be the queen," said Purbararang while approaching Indrajaya, her fiancé. Purbasari was very sad. She knew Purbararang's fiancé was handsome and she didn't have fiancé yet. Purbasari became restless and confused. Finally, she grabbed Lutung Kasarung's hand and pulled it. Purbararang laughed out loud when she saw Purbasari took Lutung Kasarung as her fiancé. "Your fiancé is a monkey?" said Purbararang. At that time, Lutung Kasarung immediately meditated, and suddenly there was a miracle. Lutung Kasarung turned into a handsome young man looking very handsome. He was even more handsome than Indrajaya, all surprised to see the incident. Purbararang finally admitted defeat and guilt over this. She apologized to her sister and begged not to be punished. Purbasari forgave her sister and her fiancé and led them in the palace. At last, Purbasari became a queen accompanied by a young man. The young man, who turns out had always been with her in the forest in the shape of monkey. We can take a lesson of this story. We don't be jealous for everything what other people get, and we must be kind of other people if we want to other people be kind of us. That's a story from me. Hope you enjoy with my story. Thank you. Bye. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.